Welcome to the Deep Dive, where we cut through the noise and get straight to the insights that matter. Imagine your computer just understanding what you want to do with a file. No opening apps, just doing it. Well, that future, it's getting a whole lot closer today. We're diving deep into a really exciting, maybe game-changing update for Windows 11. Microsoft's new AI actions built right into File Explorer.
Yeah, it's a pretty big shift.
So the big question is, how is this going to change how you actually interact with your files day to day? What's the impact on, efficiency? What about privacy, which is always huge, and even the hardware you might need?
And that's exactly our mission for this deep dive. We're going to unpack this feature. It was announced September 8th, 2025 in Insider Canary Build 27938. We want to help you understand not just what it is, but crucially, why it matters for you. We'll cut through the jargon, get to the real-world impact.
Okay, let's get right into it then. What makes this so, revolutionary? Think about those times, right? Get a huge PDF, boss needs a summary, like now. Or you snap a great photo, but it's too big to email. You just need a quick crop or resize.
Yeah, the usual routine. Find the app, open it, wait, load the file, do the thing, save, close. It's a drag.
Exactly. It's that friction we all know. Well, what if you could just right-click and boom, done? That's what Microsoft's bringing with these AI actions right in File Explorer. It's like a little digital assistant living in your file system.
The core idea is speed and convenience. You just right-click a supported file, JPEGs, PNGs, documents, PDFs, that kind of thing.
The common stuff.
Right. And this new menu pops up with AI-powered tasks. The key is doing it in place, no launching another program.
That really is a big shift, cutting out all that app switching.
And what's really interesting is that immediate in-context usefulness. The first wave seems heavily focused on images, quick edits, rotations, maybe search with image, but also pathways for document summaries, and it hooks into the existing Copilot and a click-to-do framework.
Okay, so it's building on that tech.
Exactly. The system that already lets Windows do quick contextual things. So this isn't just, adding random features. It's about streamlining how you work, reducing that friction.
So for you, the listener, this means a serious shortcut, like having that smart assistant right where you manage files, doing quick transforms or semantic tasks without firing up whole apps.
Saves time, saves clicks, gets you to the result faster.
And you mentioned it's not just the AI stuff. There are other little tweaks happening too.
Yeah, seems like it. This update wave also includes things like larger clock options, some visual refinements in File Explorer 2. It suggests a broader push to polish the overall user experience while integrating these AI bits.
Okay, so for folks itching to try this, where do they go? How do they get their hands on it?
Right, the interesting part. This preview is currently only in the Windows Insider Canary channel. You've got to be on build 27938 specifically. Canary is, the really early experimental channel.
So bleeding edge stuff.
Pretty much. So step 1, update to that build. Step 2, just go into File Explorer, right-click a file. You should see AI actions in the menu. What actions you see depends on the file type, naturally. JPEGs get image options, docs get document options.
And you said this uses the same plumbing as click-to-do.
Yeah, that's the architectural approach. The context menu basically tells click-to-do or Copilot, hey, run this action. It's like what they did back in July with text actions like Immersive Reader. Now that same power is just deeper in the OS, right, in File Explorer.
Okay, that makes sense. But AI doing things right in the file system, that immediately brings up privacy alarms for me. What's the deal with data control?
That's the critical question, and thankfully, Microsoft seems to be addressing it head-on. There's a new dedicated AI privacy page in Settings.
Oh, good. Where do you find that?
You go to Settings, then Privacy and Security, and then look for Text and Image Generation. This page basically shows you which third-party apps have recently used the built-in Windows generative AI models. It gives you visibility.
Visibility is good, but control.
Yes, that's the key part. It empowers both you, the user, and importantly, IT admins and businesses to specifically allow or deny access to these AI models app by app.
Okay, that is a big deal. Granular control. And is this privacy page just for insiders?
Actually, no. According to the KB Docs, the knowledge base articles, this new privacy page is shipping more broadly with the September updates, so everyone should get this control soon.
That's really important, especially for businesses.
Absolutely vital for enterprise. Compliance, data governance. You need to know which apps are touching AI and be able to lock it down if needed. It's fundamental for trust, especially as AI gets this deeply integrated, moving away from a black box,
Right, towards transparency. Okay, so we have these cool new actions, we have privacy controls, but it's a preview. We need to set expectations right. This isn't magic yet.
Exactly. It's a starting point. As of this build, 27938, Microsoft is really emphasizing the image actions first. They expect broader file support to roll out over time, but don't assume, like, every single Copilot skill is suddenly in your right-click menu. Not yet.
Gotcha. Manage expectations. What about hardware? We hear so much about Copilot plus PCs, those MPUs.
Mm-hmm.
Do you need one for
That's
this?
interesting. The official notes from Microsoft don't explicitly say these specific File Explorer actions require Copilot plus hardware.
Ooh, so maybe they run on regular PCs.
Potentially.
Hmm.
However, and this is important, some other AI features in Windows 11, like Studio Effects for webcams or that smoother dictation, do require a Copilot Plus PC with a beefy NPU like 40 TOPS or more. So while these File Explorer actions might work on standard hardware for now, the overall picture is mixed. Performance might vary, some things might need the NPU, others not. It's kind of evolving.
Okay, so it's a bit complex. Something to watch during the preview.
Definitely. Expect some variability in performance and maybe even feature availability depending on your machine during this phase.
Now, thinking about our listeners in IT roles, admins, decision makers, beyond the cool factor for users, what does this mean for them? The rollout, the management.
Right. The deep dive included some interesting details on Microsoft's internal guidance for IT pros evaluating this. It's not just about flipping a switch.
What kind of things are they looking at?
Well, first, confirming devices are on the right Canary build, obviously. Then digging into Intune or group policy settings for that new text and image generation control. Validating the prompts users see. And critically, measuring performance like how fast does it actually summarize compared to opening Word, and figuring out if an action runs locally or calls the cloud.
How do they check that? The local versus cloud thing.
By looking at network traffic, checking security logs like E5 Defender, they need to know where data is going. And finally, testing that the privacy controls actually work, that denying an app access truly blocks it.
Wow, okay, so a proper validation process. It sounds like they're trying to avoid messy rollouts.
They have to. And Microsoft is upfront about risks too. Like, action consistency might change between builds, so testing needs to be build specific. Data residency is a big one. If an action does call a cloud service like Copilot, IT needs clarity on where that data goes, especially for sensitive files, until the documentation is crystal clear.
And discoverability. Users just ignoring new menu items.
Yeah, that's a risk, cluttering the context menu. So maybe some internal communication is needed so people actually notice and use these new tools, not just see them as noise.
So it sounds like the advice is tread carefully, test thoroughly.
Absolutely. They outline a 3-phase rollout. Phase 0 is now Canary, just IT pilots on test machines. Phase 1, when it hits the beta channels, maybe expands to a small group of users with clear FAQs about privacy. And Phase 2, general availability for enterprise, that's gated, needs clear docs on local versus cloud, confirmed management policies for the privacy settings, and good help desk guides.
So clarity and control before going wide makes perfect sense.
It emphasizes caution and preparation, which is smart for enterprise IT.
What an incredible journey into this cutting edge of Windows AI. We've seen how Microsoft's putting smart actions right where you work with files. Quick image edits, summaries, just a right click away.
Yeah, potentially a huge efficiency boost. And we dug into those crucial new privacy controls, putting you or your IT department in the driver's seat for how data interacts with AI. It really paints a picture of AI becoming, well, less of an app and more of a fundamental OS capability.
So wrapping up, what does this all mean for you listening? It could mean getting things done faster, fewer clicks, less waiting, but it also means thinking about privacy, understanding maybe a bit more about your hardware, your network connection, and how they play into this new AI world.
And the provocative thought we want to leave you with is this. As AI gets woven this deeply into the OS fabric, will that traditional idea of opening an application for many everyday file tasks start to fade? Will our whole relationship with files and apps fundamentally change?
Something to definitely ponder, a potentially massive shift in how we compute. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive. Until next time, keep exploring, keep asking questions, and stay well informed.